Hello everyone. Here we learn chapter number 5 of standard 7, that is acids, bases and salts. We use in our daily life a large number of substances such as lemon, tamarind, common salt, sugar, vinegar, baking soda. Do they have the same taste? No. Can we differentiate the substances into acids, bases on the basis of their taste? It sounds interesting, isn't it? Yes, on the basis of taste we can categorize the substance into acids or bases or salts. We will learn these things in this chapter. So let's explore. Particularly in this video we will cover the concept of acids and bases, their properties, their taste, types of indicator. Then we will discuss neutralization process in which salt is formed. Next, what are the applications of neutralization in our everyday life? So as I already said that everything tastes different. Curd, lemon juice, orange juice and vinegar. What is the taste? Yes, they taste sour. These substances taste sour because they contain acids. The chemical nature of such substances is acidic. An acid is a chemical substance that has a sour taste. Examples are like curd contain lactic acid, citrus fruit or lemon, they contain citric acid, spinach contain oxalic acid, amla contain ascorbic acid, tamarind, grapes, unripe mangoes, they contain tartaric acid. Next is that the term acid is taken from a Latin word that is acer, which means sour. As we already discussed that acid tastes sour. Next is important concept, that is base. A base is a chemical substance that has a bitter taste. So, and when you will touch it, you will rub the solution between fingers, it will feel soapy. Think about baking soda. Taste it and touch it. So, substances like these which are bitter in taste and feel soapy on touching are known as bases. The nature of such substances is basic. Bases are found in different substances such as baking soda. Windows cleaner contain ammonium hydroxide. Lime water contain calcium hydroxide. Soap contains sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. Milk of magnesium, which is used in antacid, is contain magnesium hydroxide. Next important term, that is indicators. As its name suggests, it will indicate. So what it will indicate? Yes, it will indicate whether the substance is acidic or basic. It is a special type of substance which is used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic. These indicators change their color when added to a solution containing an acid or base. Broadly, this indicator is classified into two categories. One is natural indicator, other one is synthetic indicators. We will discuss one by one. First, we will discuss about natural indicators. Indicators that are obtained from naturally occurring substances are called natural indicators. Example, litmus. Litmus is extracted from lichen, turmeric, China rose, etc. Next is synthetic indicators. Synthetic indicators are those indicators which are prepared in laboratories from chemicals. This is a synthetic indicator. Example, phenolphthalein and methyl arenes. The first one, litmus, which is a natural indicator. We will discuss about this. The most commonly used natural indicator is litmus. It is extracted from lichens. As you have studied about lichen is a symbiotic relationship between fungus and algae. From this lichen, litmus is extracted. Litmus is available in solution form as well as paper strip. Though paper strip is widely used, The color of the litmus solution in distilled water is mauve or purple in color. When it is added to an acidic solution, it turns red. When it is added to a basic solution, it turns blue. Then, as we already discussed that it is also available in paper form. Broadly, mainly it is available in two color. One is blue color, other one is red color. In acid, blue litmus paper turns into red when dipped in acidic solution, and there is no change in red litmus paper. And in base, the red litmus turns blue while there is no change in blue litmus paper. So by the use of this litmus paper, we can see whether the solution is acidic, whether the solution is basic. We can taste the nature of the solution by using this litmus paper, and litmus paper is available in market. Next is that turmeric as an indicator. Can we use turmeric paper as an indicator? Yes, we can use. And turmeric is easily available in our home. In everyone's home, turmeric is available. So how will we prepare a turmeric paper? First of all, we have to take some turmeric and we have to make a thick paste by adding water. Then we have to put it over blotting paper or any paper you can take. We have to dry it for some time. Then we will cut it into strips of paper. The color of the turmeric is yellow. So definitely the color of the turmeric paper will be also yellow. When this yellow turmeric paper is dipped in acid or in any neutral solution, there will be no change, but whenever it will be dipped in base, it turns red. Can you relate this concept with something else? Yes. If there is a turmeric stain on your white shirt or any shirt, when you wash it and it comes in contact with soap, it becomes red. The reason is that soap is a base, and that's why when it comes in contact with turmeric paper, it turns red. We can make a gripping skirt by using this turmeric paper and soap solution. In this figure, you can see this is a turmeric paper, and by using soap solution, these flowers are drawn. Another important natural indicator is China rose. We can prepare China rose solution from China rose petals to make an indicator. So how will we prepare this China rose solution? We have to take some warm water, and we have to put all the petals of the China rose into it, and we have to keep it for some time. You will get a pink color solution. Separate all the petals from the solution, you will get a pink color solution. We can use this pink color solution to taste the substances whether it is acidic or basic. You can see from the figure, after making the solution, it turns pink color, light pink color. So how to taste? Whenever this pink color solution, pink color China rose solution is added to any acidic solution, the acidic solution will change its color to dark pink or magenta. Whenever it added to a basic solution, it will turn green color. Isn't it interesting? Whenever you will add to solution, it will change its color, and we can easily differentiate whether the substance is acidic or basic. If it will change its color to dark pink or magenta, then it is a acidic solution. If it will change its color to green, then it is a basic solution. So by this we can find out whether the substance is acidic or basic. China rose is also easily available. We can prepare it in our home, and we can test the substances which are around us whether the substance is acidic or basic. We can test shampoo, we can test lemon juice, soda water, vinegar, sugar solution, and we can find out whether the substance is acidic or basic. If you will take shampoo, then it will be turn the color into green color when you will add China rose, because shampoo contain basic substances. It's really very interesting. You can do it in a home. Prepare this. Next we will discuss about a synthetic indicator, that is phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is a synthetic indicator and it also changes color when it is added to basic solution. It turns pink in color, but it doesn't change its color in acidic solution. It remains colorless. Only in basic solution it will convert its color into pink. Moving on to the next concept, some substances are neutral. They are neither acidic nor basic. Those substances which are neither acidic nor basic in nature are called neutral substances. So how will you test whether the substance is neutral? Neutral solutions don't affect the color of indicators. For example, if you will take distilled water and you will dip red litmus paper as well as blue litmus paper into this distilled water, it doesn't change its color. The blue color will not change its color to red. The red will not change its color to blue. They will remain same. That means they are neutral. The distilled water is neutral substance. Similarly, if you will take cyanide solution and you will add cyanide solution to the distilled water, it will remain same. Like it will become light pink because the color of the cyanide solution is light pink. It will neither convert into dark pink or green. From this we can find out whether the substance is neutral or not, whether the substance is neutral, acidic or basic. Next is acid rain. You must have heard this term, acid rain. So what does it mean? It means, as its name indicates, the rain containing excess of acid is called an acid rain. Where do these acids come from? The rain becomes acidic because carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, which are released into the air as pollutants, dissolve in raindrops to become carbonic acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid respectively. Sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and carbon dioxide are released into the atmosphere from industries, from vehicles, from burning of fuels and for other things. So these particulates, these gases, when mixed with water, they form very dangerous acid and it becomes like the rainwater becomes acidic. You can see from the figure how these industries emit sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and other natural sources like nitrogen dioxide also released, and how they mix with the cloud and rain. As already we discussed the same, this pollutant mixed with rainwater to form acids such as nitric acid, sulfuric acid and carbonic acid, and which cause acid rain, which forms acid rain. What are the effects of acid rain? It has very adverse effect on human beings, on plants, on soil, everything. It causes respiratory issues in animals and humans. When acid rain falls down and flows into the rivers and ponds, it affects the aquatic ecosystem. Some aquatic animals may die. It will change the pH of water. Water will become acidic, which may not suitable for aquatic animals to survive. And similarly, that water which will be used by human beings will also cause various diseases. And acid rain causes the corrosion of water pipes as well, because water pipes are made up of metals. Next, it damages the building and monuments made of stones and metals. You can see from the figure, the white marble of the Taj Mahal turns yellow color due to acid rain. It is also known as marble cancer. Another, like how it affects soil, it takes away the soil nutrient, causing stunted growth. Plants will not grow like before after acid rain. So these are the adverse effects of acid rain. Next, neutralization. What does it mean? It is a new term for you people. The reaction between an acid and a base is known as neutralization. In this reaction, salt and water are produced with the evolution of heat. When you will mix an acid and base, they will try to neutralize each other effect. Acid will try to neutralize the effect of base, and base will try to neutralize or nullify the acid. And as a product, salt and water will be formed. When an acid solution and base solution are mixed in suitable amount, both the acidic nature of the acid and the basic nature of the base are destroyed. The resulting solution is neither acidic nor basic. After the adding of this solution, if you will toss the test tube immediately after neutralization, you will feel hot. Yes, in neutralization reaction, heat is always produced. The evolved heat reaches the temperature of the reaction mixture. The salt produced in this process may be acidic, basic, or neutral. For example, as we already discussed, when acid will mix with base, it will form salt and water, and heat is evolved in this reaction. For example, hydrochloric acid is an acid. When it will mix with sodium hydroxide, it will form sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is a salt and water and heat. So hydrochloric acid is a acid, sodium hydroxide is a base. When they mix with each other, they will form sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is a salt, and water will also produced with heat. So, process of neutralization. How will you test whether the process is completely neutralized, whether the acid and base will completely neutralize? For this purpose, we have to do an activity. First of all, we have to take a test tube or conical flask. In that conical flask, we will take sodium hydroxide and we will add phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is what? Phenolphthalein is a synthetic indicator, and whenever it will mix with a base, its color will change into pink. So whenever phenolphthalein will be mixed with sodium hydroxide, its color will change to pink color. Then in a burette, we will take some hydrochloric acid, and drop by drop we will add it to sodium hydroxide, and we will stir it also. So after adding some drops of acid to sodium hydroxide is a base, you will see the pink color will vanish after some time. That means it is the neutralization point, because in acid phenolphthalein will not change any color. Phenolphthalein will remain colorless. So when that colorless solution will be formed, that means it is completely neutralized. The sodium hydroxide is completely neutralized by hydrochloric acid. So by this process we can do the activity of neutralization. Next concept is that what are the applications of neutralization in our everyday life? It plays a very vital role in our daily life. We are using neutralization in our daily life as well. So in which process, in which sphere we are using? These are indigestion, ant bite, soil treatment, and factory waste. We will discuss one by one. First we will discuss about indigestion. Everyone must have sometime we feel like our stomach pain due to indigestion, due to that. What happens when indigestion happens? How indigestion happens? Our stomach contains hydrochloric acid. It helps us to digest food, as you have learned in biology. But when too much of acid released in our stomach, it causes indigestion. Sometimes indigestion is very painful, and to relieve indigestion, what we take? We take antacid. That antacid contains milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia is a base. Just recall that. Yes, our stomach releases excess of hydrochloric acid. So that to neutralize the effect of acid, we need a base. And antacid contains base, that is milk of magnesia. That's why we take antacid to neutralize the effect of hydrochloric acid. And to relieve indigestion, we take an antacid. It neutralizes the effect of excessive acid and it relieves us from the pain. So we should we should take antacid whenever we will feel like we will suffer from indigestion, because in indigestion it will release excess hydrochloric acid. To neutralize that excess hydrochloric acid, we need some base, and for that purpose we will take antacid which contain milk of magnesia. Remember that milk of magnesia is a base which will neutralize the effect of hydrochloric acid. Next, where neutralization is used. Ant bite. Ant bite insect which acid? Ant bite insect formic acid, acidic liquid into the skin. So if it will inject as an acid to our body, then we need a base to neutralize its effect. That's why to neutralize the effect we rub moist baking soda which contains sodium hydrogen carbonate or calamine solution which contains zinc carbonate. Baking soda is a base and calamine solution which contains zinc carbonate is also a base. When we rub these bases to that affected area, then it will neutralize the effect of formic acid. If it will get neutralized, then we will relieve from pain. Next important application is that soil treatment. Excessive use of chemical fertilizers makes the soil acidic, isn't it? Plants don't grow well when the soil is either too acidic or too basic. Plants grow in a neutral soil. So to make the soil neutral, we have to follow some steps. If the soil is too acidic, then we should add some base. If the soil is too basic, we should add some acid to it to neutralize the effect. Because as we already discussed that plants don't grow well when the soil is either too acidic or too basic. So we need a neutralized soil. To that purpose, we need to neutralize it. When the soil is too acidic, it is treated with bases like quicklime. Quicklime contains calcium oxide or slakelime. Slakelime contains calcium hydroxide. So it will neutralize the effect of acid. Again I am saying, when the soil is too acidic, we need some base. We will treat with bases like quicklime or slakelime. If the soil is base, if the soil is a basic, then we need to add organic matter, organic compost. Organic matter releases acids which will neutralize the basic nature of the soil, and if it will get neutralized, then our plant will grow much better. For this, we need to treat our soil. We need to neutralize the soil. If the soil is too acid, we need to add some base. If the soil is too base, then we need to add some acid to it. Last one is factory waste. As you know that the wastes of many factories contain acids. If they are allowed to flow into water bodies, then it will kill fish and other organisms. The acid will kill fish and other organisms. The aquatic animals can't live in a very acidic medium of water. For that reason, the factory wastes should be neutralized by adding any basic substances to it as per the adequate amount. It should be neutralized. Then it should be discharged into water bodies, which may not hamper the life of the aquatic animals, which may not kill the aquatic animals, because all the aquatic animals and microorganisms they can live in neutralized water, not in very too acidic medium of water. But the factory waste contain too much acids. So before discharging of the factory waste to the water, it should be neutralized by adding some bases to it. That's it. So we covered this chapter. Thank you, student. I hope this video is beneficial for you and you understood this chapter very well.